Barack Hussein Obama II is the 44th President of the United States. He was the first African American to hold an important position as President of the United States. Obama is a U.S. Senator from Illinois who served from January 3, 2005 to 16, November 2008, after advancing to the United States presidential election. He's taken the oath as president on January 20, 2009, in an inaugural ceremony at the U.S. Capitol. Obama is a graduate of Columbia University and Harvard Law School, where he was the first African American who became president of Harvard Law Faculty of Law, Harvard University. He worked as a community organizer and also worked as a civil rights attorney in Chicago before serving 3 terms in the Illinois Senate from 1997 to 2004. He also taught constitutional law at the University of Chicago Law School from 1992 to 2004. After an unsuccessful bid for a seat in the U.S. House in 2000, Obama was elected to the Senate in November 2004. Communicate the essence of Obama addresses the Democratic National Convention in July 2004. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful histories of world leaders who changed the world. As a member of the Democratic minority in the 109 Congress, Obama helped create legislation to control conventional weapons and to promote greater public accountability in the use of federal funds. He also made official trips to Eastern Europe, Middle East, and Africa. In Congress, he helped create legislation on the selection, negotiation and fraud, climate change, nuclear terrorism, and care for U.S. military personnel returning from combat duty in Iraq and Afghanistan. Barack Obama was born at the Kapiolani Medical Center for Women and Children in Honolulu, Hawaii, from Mother Ann Dunham, a white American from Wichita, Kansas from predominantly English descent. Obama's father was Barack Obama Sr., a Luo from Nyang'oma-Kajilo, Nyanza Province, Kenya. His parents met in 1960 while attending events at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, where his father was a foreign student. The couple later married on February 2, 1961. They separated when Obama was 2 years old and divorced in 1964. Obama's father returned to Kenya and saw his son only once more before dying in an automobile accident in 1982. After her divorce, Dunham married Indonesian student Lolo Sotaro. They met while attending a college in Hawaii. When Suharto came to power as the military leader in 1967 in Indonesia, then Obama and his family moved to Indonesia. Obama later attended a small local schools in Jakarta, such as Basuki Public School and St. Francis of Assisi School, until he was 10 years old. He then returned to Honolulu to live with his maternal grandmother, Madeline, and Stanley Armour Dunham, while attending Punahou School from 5th grade in 1971 until graduating from high school in 1979. Mrs. Obama returned to Hawaii in 1972 for 5 years. Then in 1977, returned to Indonesia, where he worked as a worker in the field of anthropology. He lived there the rest of his life, then returned to Hawaii in 1994. She died of ovarian cancer in 1995. After high school, Obama moved to Los Angeles, where he studied at Occidental College for 2 years. He was later transferred to Columbia University in New York City, where he majored in political science with a specialization in international relations. Obama graduated with a BA from Columbia in 1983. He spent a year working at Business International Corporation and then at the New York Public Interest Research Group. After 4 years in New York City, Obama moved to Chicago, where he was hired as director of Developing Communities Project DCP, a church-based organization comprising 8 Catholic parishes beginning in Greater Roseland, West Pullman, and Riverdale. Away on Chicago's South Side, he worked there for 3 years from June 1985 until May 1988. Over the past 3 years as the DCP's director, its staff grew from 1 to 13 and the annual budget grew from $70,000 to $400,000, including help setting up a job training program, a preparatory school tutoring program, and tenant rights organization in Altgeld Gardens. Obama also worked as a consultant and instructor for the Gamaliel Foundation, an agency of organized society. In mid-1988, he traveled for the first time to Europe for 3 months and then for 5 months in Kenya, where he met many people with his brother for the first time. Father Obama entered Harvard Law School in late 1988. He was selected as an editor at the Harvard Law Review at the end of the first year and as president of the journals in the second year. During the summer, he returned to Chicago, where he worked as a lawyer law firm of Sidley and Austin in 1989 and Hopkins and Sutter in 1990. After graduating with a Juris Doctor, J.D. magna cum laude from Harvard in 1991, he returned to Chicago. From April until October 1992, Obama directed Illinois Project Vote. Voter registration is driving with 10 staff and 700 volunteers. It achieved the purpose of registration. 400,000 Africans are not registered in the United States, and led to Crane's Chicago business names Obama its 1993 list of 40 under 40 powers to it. After 12 years, Obama served as a professor at the University of Chicago Law School, teaching constitutional law. He was first classified as a lecturer 1990-1996 and then as senior lecturer from 1996 to 2004. 39 He also joined Davis, Minor, Barnhill, and Galland, 12-attorney law firm specializing in civil rights litigation and neighborhood economic development, in which he is an ally for 3 years from 1993 to 1996, then of counsel from 1996 to 2004, with his law license becoming inactive in 2002. Obama is a founding member of the Board of Directors of Public Allies in 1992, before his wife Michelle became the founding executive director of Public Allies Chicago in early 1993. He served from 1994 to 2002 on the board of directors of Woods Fund of Chicago. In 1985, became the first foundation to fund the Community Development Project, and also from 1994 to 2002 on the board of directors of the Joyce Foundation. Obama worked in Chicago Annenberg Challenge Board of Directors in 1995-2002 and became president and chairman of the board of directors from 1995 to 1999. He also worked on the board of directors of the Chicago Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights under Law, Center for Environmental Technology, and Eugenia Burns Hope Center. Obama was elected to the Illinois Senate in 1996. State Senator Alice Palmer as senator follows from Illinois' 13th District, which then spanned Chicago's South Side neighborhoods, from Hyde Park, Kenwood South to South Shore and west to Chicago Lawn. Once elected, Obama supported the bipartisan support for legislative reform, healthcare law, and ethics. He sponsored a law increasing tax credits for low-income workers, negotiated welfare, and promoting an increase in subsidies for children. In 2001, as co-chair of the two political parties supported by the Joint Committee on Administrative Rules. In July 2004, Obama wrote and delivered the address at the essence of the 2004 Democratic National Convention in Boston, Massachusetts, after explaining to the mother-grandfather of experience as a veteran of World War II and the benefits of the New Deal of the FHA and GI Bill programs. Obama spoke about changing the U.S. government's economic and social priorities. He questioned the Bush administration's management of the Iraq War and highlighted America from liability for the soldiers, drawing examples from U.S. history. He was widely criticized partisan views of the electorate and the U.S. to seek unity in diversity, and said there is no liberal America and a conservative America. There is the United States. Although was not televised by the three major network newscasts, the combined 9.1 million viewers watching on PBS, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, and C-SPAN saw Obama's speech, which is the highlight of the convention, and confirmed his status as the brightest of the Democratic Party new star. Obama is expected to be the opponent in the general election. Republican primary winner Jack Ryan withdrew from the race in June 2004. 2 months later, and less than 3 months before Election Day, Alan Keyes accepted the Illinois Republican Party nomination to replace Ryan from. In the November 2004 general election, Obama received 70% of the vote to Keyes' 27%, one of the greatest victories for the state of race in Illinois history. Obama took the oath as a senator on January 4, 2005. Obama is Senator's fifth African American in U.S. history and the third to have been popularly elected. See the 17th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. In 2008 Congress, he was ranked as the 11th most powerful senator. Legislation. Obama also sponsored legislation that would be required nuclear plant owners to notify state and local authorities of radioactive leaks, but the bill failed to pass the full Senate after a heavily modified in committee. Obama is not hostile to tort reform and vote for the Class Action Fairness Act of 2005 and the FISA Amendments Act of 2008, which grants immunity from civil liability to telecommunications companies complicit with NSA. Warrantless surgery, doctor voice telephone connection. On February 10, 2007, Obama declared himself for the nomination of President of the United States in front of the old state capitol in Springfield, Illinois. During the campaign, Obama stressed the issue of the rapid end of the Iraq War, increasing energy independence and providing universal health care. After a few initial contests, the field narrowed to a contest between Obama and Senator Hillary Clinton, with each winning some states and the race remaining close throughout the primary process. On May 31, Democratic National Committee agreed to seat the disputed Michigan and Florida all guests at the National Convention, each with half the vote, narrowing Obama's delegate lead. 111 on June 3, with all states counted, Obama passed the threshold. Into allegations that candidate 112, 113 on that day, he gave a victory speech in St. Paul, Minnesota. Clinton suspended her campaign and supported him on June 7, 114 from the meantime, he campaigned for the general election race against Senator John McCain, the Republican candidate. On August 23, 2008, Obama selected Delaware Senator Joe Biden as vice presidential running mate. At the Democratic National Convention in Denver, Colorado, Obama's former rival Hillary Clinton in his speech to support Obama from the nomination, and then calling Obama will be nominated by acclamation as the Democratic presidential candidate. On August 28, Obama delivered a speech to 84,000 supporters in Denver. During the speech, which has been seen by more than 38 million people worldwide. He accepted the nomination of the party and policy objectives are presented. After McCain was nominated as Republican presidential candidate, 3 presidential debates between Obama and McCain in September and October 2008. In November, Obama won the presidency with 53% of the popular vote and many electoral college margin. His election sparked celebrations in various cities in the United States and abroad. Then President-elect Obama met with President George W. Bush in the Oval Office, 10 November 2008. On November 4, 2008, Barack Obama beat John McCain in the general election with 365 electoral votes to McCain and became the first president of African American descent. In his victory speech, delivered before a crowd of hundreds of thousands of supporters at Chicago's Grant Park, Obama declared that change has come to America. On January 8, 2009, joint session of Congress met to explain the Electoral College are assessed for the 2008 presidential election, based on the results of the election vote count. Barack Obama, who has been declared the winner of presidential elections in the United States, and Joseph Biden was declared elected Vice President of the United States. Who should we cover next? Comment their name and don't forget to like and subscribe for more history content.